Hello and welcome to to Europa Universalis 4, a game that I've played on my channel quite a lot back in the day, when I was still doing German videos. But I thought it might be time for me to revisit this game, and with revisit, of course I mean that revisit it with my channel, because I'm playing it currently a lot. Still, I've never stopped playing this game. It's one of those games that I always come back to. It's like World of Warcraft. At the moment I do not play World of Warcraft, but when Legion comes out, I'm probably going to play it again. It's just one of those games that I can never stop playing. Warcraft 3 is also one of those games. But yeah, Crusader Kings 2, Europa Universalis 4 and the like are just those games that no matter how long I've played it, I'm always gonna come back. So, as is tradition on my channel, or in Europa Universalis 4 for me at least, I'm going to try to do an achievement. I don't know if you can see this, that's not what I mean. Just get that out of here. Oh, they're actually in German, so... Actually, they're not, are they? They're not in German, perfect. Okay, I'm not sure if you even can see this, but these are all the achievements I have already. Oh. What is this? One family to rule them all. When did I do this? A year ago, apparently. Yeah, okay, so we're going to try to get this one. Terra, Mariana. As Riga own the Baltic region as core provinces. The Baltic region is, well, it's pretty much this over here. Actually, I think the Baltics are only down here. I don't think Sweden counts to the Baltics. It's gonna be tough, because we are playing as Riga. If you've never seen this game, then I'm gonna try to explain it a little bit, because I haven't played it in quite some time on my channel. But I'm not gonna go into detail too much, because I'm pretty sure that basically everyone knows this game by now. So we're playing as an OPM, Riga, Run Province Minor. In this game, it is very important to control these provinces. The more provinces you have, the stronger you are. And starting with the one province is fairly weak. And we are surrounded by the Livonian Order. And then there is Lithuania and Poland and Sweden and Muscovy. There are a lot of tough and strong enemies around us. But I believe in us. We're actually going to create a random new world, which means we are not playing with the boring Americans. Well, not with the boring Americans, but with the boring Americas. The continent, not the people. I don't know the people, so I can't really judge them too much. But I don't like the continents. You know, after you've played it a few hundred times, you want to mix it up a little bit. And that's why they added the random new world. We might go and colonize. That's one of the reasons why I'm creating a random new world. But it's not easy to colonize from all the way back here, as we need a lot of colonization range? Yeah. So it's gonna happen later in the game and not soonish. Let's go in. We're going to call it Terra Mariana. What is it called? Oh. We're just gonna call it Riga, because... yeah. Currently I'm trying myself at the Burgundian Conquest. Another achievement that I'm playing on my own. That's why I have so many Burgundian save games right there. As you have to start over sometimes, which might happen here as well. It is possible that we have to start over, as our starting position is not easy or secured by any means. Okay, so let's look at us first. We are Riga down here. We have 5,000 men. That's, you know, that's an respectable army for our nation right now, because we're not that big. But everyone around us has far more. Lithuania is probably not going to be independent for long, as they tend to come under a personal union under Poland, also known as the Commonwealth. We have the Teutonic Order over here, which are also not our friends at the moment, and we have the Livonian Order. This would be probably the smartest thing to ally the Livonian Order, because they surround us and they are strong, but they are also kind of our only way to expand. So I'm not going to ally the Livonian Order. Why do I have 3 diplomats? That is a good question. We are allied to Lübeck, I thought. We are in a trade league with Lübeck. Lübeck is a merchant republic, and thus they can create these trade leagues. We are under them. We are ceding some of our trade influence to them, but in return we are getting protection for them. If someone declares war on us, all of our trade partners will join the war on our side. I have 1 slot open for rivals, and I can only pick the Livonian Order at the moment. I do not really want to do that. I also want to ally Denmark or Sweden. I'm probably going to ally Sweden as soon as they break free from Denmark, which happens quite a lot. Okay, so we can even have 2 more troops, but we cannot really afford them at the moment. So, form an alliance with the Livonian Order. I would like to do that, but I'm not gonna. I'm actually going to pick them as my rival. No, I'm not gonna pick them as my rival just yet. Wait, I'm a kingdom? I am a kingdom. What? That is interesting. Each country has its own government rank. For example, Livonian Order is a duchy. And we are a kingdom apparently, and the kingdom grants us, for example, another diplomat. So, who am I going to ally first? I'm probably going to send a diplomat to Poland, and I'm going to send 1 to Sweden. Actually, no. Let's not send 1 to Sweden, because I can't really do much with them, especially because they are still loyal to Denmark. You know, they don't really lie. I'm gonna send 1 to Sweden again. Let's see, we have a little bit of a fleet down here. We have 2 trade ships, 5 galleys, and 4 transport ships. Okay. Well, what's the trade looking like? We have a trade center, we have the Dogavar estuary. Estuary? Controlling the important river estuary of Dogavar strengthens our hold of the trade in the region. We look at the trade region right here. This is the Baltic trade region. As you might expect, it is controlled by Sweden at the moment. Actually, it's not. It's controlled by the Teutonic Order because they control the important trade city of Danzig. And also they have Nemel, which is the Neman estuary. This gives them more power in this trade node. Also they have some light ships patrolling at the moment. No, they don't actually. We are down here. We earn a little bit of money in this trade node at the moment. It's not much, but it has to do. We are going to say you 2 are protecting this trade in the Baltic Sea, and the other ships need to go. I'm probably going to sell them maybe to Sweden. Okay, we are a bishopric, so we are a theocracy, which means we do not really get an heir just by, you know, marriage and having a child. No, our heirs are chosen by us. As we currently have no designated heir for Archbishop Henrik Scharfenberg, we have several options to pick from. We are also Prussian. We are the primary nation of Prussia. What is this? We could reform into Prussia, but I don't think that's allowed. I'm gonna look that up right over there in the achievement tab. But okay, so we could form Prussia. Archbishop is a fine title, but it's time we stood on our own legs and used the influence we have in this state to build something stronger. However pious our state may be, we should seize the land for our own descendants rather than risk the appointment of an incompetent successor. So we could become... Okay, so our government rank would change to duchy, but we would become a monarchy. I don't like that. We could form the German nation, or we could form Courland. The Northern Crusade has long come to an end. Our Crusader identity will soon bring us no more than nothing. And maybe one day it will eventually become a burden. By secularizing the state and transforming it into a duchy which is led by the former Grand Master and his knights, now the Duke and his vassals, we can rouse the state from this decadence and ameliorate our diplomatic situation. God damn it. Okay, so we could reform into Courland. We will become... not a duchy, we will just become a feudal monarchy. Okay. So we would stay a kingdom. We would need Goldingen and Mittau. And I need to be Reformed or Protestant. Okay, well that's... We could also form the German nation, but we need a lot of territories. Probably, mostly northern Germany. Which is not a thing right now. So let's appoint a leader. Right now, the Archbishop is good in diplomacy. We could get a papal prestige. Okay, they're all random. The stats are random. So we could appoint a local noble, a merchant's son, a talented theologian, a local preacher, or a papal prestige. We also have devotion. This represents the zeal of the faith inside our country. The higher it is, the more efficient our theocracy will run. We are basically losing 0.5 every year. And we're gaining money and prestige thanks to the devotion that we have currently. Okay. So if we appoint a noble, we will lose devotion, but get prestige. And we would lose loyalty towards the clergy estate, but get loyalty for the nobility estate. The estates are over here, they are basically what the three estates we have in our country. The burghers, the clergy and the nobility. The three pillars of society, for us at least. And we have to balance it out that they're all loyal to us, at least by 40%. And we also cannot get them too powerful. If they get more influence than 80, then they will take over the state. Which is a bad thing. So we could get the noble, we could get a merchant son, which gives us money, but we also lose devotion. But we get loyalty for the burghers. We could get the talented theologian, which gives me devotion and loyalty with the clergy. I get a local preacher, which again gives me loyalty with the clergy, and 10 devotion, but loses 5 prestige. Or I could get a papal prestige, which loses 10 loyalty towards the nobility and burghers, but gives me loyalty for the clergy, and also 10 papal influence. I'm gonna pick a papal prestige. He's pretty good. 054. The 0 of course is not awesome, but the 5-4 is pretty great. So that's our succession dealt with. Good. Now, let's think about this. He's going to ally the Teutonic Order. The Teutonic Order is going to be attacked by Poland very soon. Poland is probably going to beat the Teutonic Order, crush the Livonian Order's army in the meantime, which gives us the option to expand. So we are not going to accept this alliance, and instead we're going to send over a spy to build a spy network, so we can get a claim on one of their provinces. I'm gonna play on speed 4 for the moment. We're also going to send another diplomat over to Sweden again, because I want to ally them. I want to help them in their independence war. I also want them to sell... I want to sell them my ships. this would exceed their ship limit. Well, what is that ship limit at the moment? And we have this ledger where we can look up stuff. And if we just go down here, as we will see, Sweden can have 12 ships and has 10 at the moment. So we can sell them 2 of our ships. So let's go and split them up and say you get these 2 galleys. And you pay me 10 for it. That's not great, but it's the best we can get right now. And we don't need these galleys anyway. Okay, how about the Teutonic Order? How many ships do they have? Teutonic Order. They have 16 and can have 4 more. Okay. We're going to say... Why don't you... Don't sell my province, I only have 1. You're going to get my other 3 galleys. And you're paying me 20 for them. It's even worse price. How about... Okay. You do not want transport ships. Well, you gotta get my other 3 galleys. And give me 20 ducats for it. Awesome. My archbishop, the Teutonic Order, has accepted our offer to buy the rather worthless fleet, the 3rd fleet, for the sum of 20 ducats. And I think the Livonian Order could get... Or actually, maybe Novgorod. Novgorod can have 3 ships. Well, let's see if they might buy... I'm gonna split these up. And try to sell 2 of them to Novgorod. Novgorod wants just 1. So let's split them up again. And sell a ship. For 10. Yes, we're gonna sell one of our transports to Novgorod for 10. Going to sell... This is just going to make us a little bit of money at the beginning here that we desperately need. Going to sell one of our transports... Why don't we sell 2? No, he just wants 1. Okay. So the Livonian Order gets my other transport ship. And my last transport ship is going to go... Or my last 2 are going to go to Denmark here. The price is above the Danish treasury. That is really sad, Denmark, that your treasury is that low. Well, we're gonna sell the other 2 for 10 to Pomerania. It's better than just destroying them, which I had in mind at first, so... Now we have a little bit of cash in our, well, treasury. We still can't really afford to get more troops. We are losing a little bit of money at the moment. We have a fort active in our capital, so we're gonna not maintenance this fort, which gives us a little bit of money back. And we're gonna say... I don't want to put the Livonian Order as my rival just yet. I also probably need to send a diplomat over to Sweden. I'm going to try to ally Poland temporarily, because they're gonna take over then the Teutonic Order, which is something that I want. If we quickly look at the area right here, the region, this is the region that we need, the Baltic region, which means we need to take these Teutonic lands. But Poland is going to take them, which means that we have to take them from Poland, which is not easy. Not easy, as if we don't have strong allies, which we hopefully get in Sweden and maybe Bohemia, and other rivals of Poland. But that's for later. Right now we have to take care of the Livonian Order, at first. Can we use our... The Thurkery type does not allow rulers to lead armies, but we can get our heir as a leader. He's pretty bad, but better than nothing. He would be good later, but right now he's kind of useless. Placate the Teutonic Order. Yeah, the Teutonic Order is a threat, but I do not want to do anything with them at the moment. One big problem is that we cannot form royal marriages. which is a really good tool to jump into alliances with people. But right now we just have to hope that we get enough relations with Poland so that they ally us. It would also be great if we could crush the Livonian Order. As you see, they have allied the Teutonic Order. I'm probably going to take some territories from them and then vassalize them. Of course, that's a problem as well, because I think they're completely inside of the Baltic region. Yes, they are. And that's a shame. They are a... oh. They have a rebellion. We're gonna take the Chen prestige. Gift to the state. Good governance would sometimes prompt the nobility and the businessmen of the realm to donate cash to the treasury, out of pure patriotism or in exchange for the sales or transfer of honorary titles and positions. Could either put it in the treasury or spend it generously. I can use the prestige more at the moment. Okay, so the Livonian Order has a rebellion right now. It's gone, but it weakened their army a little bit. But I'm still gonna wait until the Teutonic Order is at war with Poland. Okay, he has allied Hungary, which is a somewhat good thing. Okay, Poland has chosen a Jagiellon, which means that they are now leading a union with Lithuania. That means that Lithuania is no longer independent, and they have to basically do everything that Poland wants them to do. Which means that Poland is very likely to attack the Teutonic Order now. Especially because they want Western Prussia. The Prussian lands were Christianized by the Teutonic Knights with the understanding that they would be subject to the Polish crown. The Knights were quick to disown this, but even though several hundred years have passed, we have not forgotten what should be ours. Okay, it seems they are already at war. They just declared the war. You are now at war with the Teutonic Order, Hungary, and the Livonian Order. I'm gonna wait a little bit until... first of all, I can now go ahead and get a claim. I'm gonna say I want to fabricate a claim on Mittel. Do I want Mittel? What is the... It doesn't really matter what province I take first, I guess. What's the most expensive one to core? I guess it would be Livland, so why don't we go and fabricate a claim on Livland? I also should try to not border Lithuania too quickly, otherwise Poland might attack me. Libertas Ecclesiae. The clergy has long been one of the foremost pillars of the Rigan realm, providing not only spiritual guidance, but also administrators, judges, and diplomats for the benefit of our Archbishop. In return for these great services, no ecclesiastical manor, monastery, or other estate pay any taxes to the state, and the temporal authority do not meddle in the internal affairs of the clergy. Time goes dire, however, and the state has to cover an increasing number of expenses. Suggestions that perhaps the clergy might make a voluntary contribution have not been favorably received. Make it clear that they need to contribute. We would lose loyalty with them. We would lose papal influence. They would lose influence, which is good, and we would get 10 ducats. Or we will find the money elsewhere. They would get influence, loyalty, and we get prestige. Again, I need a prestige more at the moment, so we're gonna get that. Also, we can now go ahead and say, how about we get administrative support? We use 20 loyalty to get 50 points of administrative power. That's good. Okay. So we're gonna retreat this... Actually no, let's go and grab this guy. And we're going to attack the Livonian Order here soon. They probably have a fort somewhere. They actually have a lot of forts. So we need 2,000 more troops. get 2 more halberd infantry here. Okay, well, our king, now our archbishop died. A good thing is we do not lose stability, which in a monarchy you will lose stability when your leader dies, your ruler. Okay, Johan's great cunning and silver tongue shall aid us in forming strong alliances with our friends. Our nation is in mourning over the loss of our previous monarch, Henrik Schaffenberg. He was not really our monarch. Okay, so let's get another papal. Now, let's go ahead and say we want maybe... What would I want, to be honest? Let's get some money? No. Intelligent theologian? No. This is bad, because we're gonna lose a lot of loyalty anyway. We're going to take a local noble. He's pretty good. Sylvester. It's funny that I can name him, even though he's 35 years old. We're gonna take the Livonian Order as our rival. I guess so. I mean, it's sad, but okay. And we're gonna make a generous offer or donation to the clergy so that they are loyal to us again. You should crush the Livonian Order. And also fight off the Teutonic Order so that they no longer will join this war, which is very important. I cannot fight the Teutonic Order at the moment. I don't really want to, either. It is possible that the Teutonic Order might win this war, by the way, because they do have Hungary on their side. But it is highly unlikely. Let's go ahead and take this guy. Oh wow, he's awesome. That is a good general. And we're gonna declare war here very soon. Just need to wait. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, the Teutonic Order is no longer joining this war. Okay, apparently he is again this. We'll just need to wait until he's not joining. Okay. He'll not join. We're going to conquer Livland. And he's going to break his alliance with the Teutonic Order because, oh well, the alliance is going to break because he's not joining his war. He has 9,000 men at the moment, probably at Kaunas. And we're going to attack Livland here. Hopefully these men are not attacking me at the moment. We also crushed someone here at Livland. He had recruited some troops there. And if we're lucky, then the Polish troops will just kill these forces right here. I'm not sure where they are exactly, but hopefully they're fighting. And we're just gonna conquer Livland. Right now the war score is not in our favor because we are being blockaded by this fleet. There are some Hungarians retreating. They probably... Okay, yeah, that's good. Livonian Order has fought against Polish and probably lost. Actually, if we look at the numbers, they might have actually won the battle. But it's still gonna be a fierce battle against the Polish. And it's giving me the perfect opportunity to expand right now. So I'm not even mad. And hopefully we will also be able to ally Poland after this war. And we are going to support Sweden in its independence as well. Okay, there's the Lithuanian and Polish army. Actually, it's just Masovia and Moldavia, the other two vassals of Poland. Not sure what they're doing up here. Sieging at the moment. He wants these lands. Okay. But we've improved our relations to a maximum. I just hope he doesn't take too much or too many lands over here, because I kind of need them. I'm also going to attack Novgorod very soon. And actually, complains about bailiff. A bailiff in one of our provinces has earned a reputation as a greedy and cruel person. The local populace have gathered a petition to have him removed. We're just gonna execute him and lose 10 prestige instead of 1 stability. We're going to send our spy against Novgorod now, because I want to take over Neva and Ingermanland. Novgorod at the moment is at war with Denmark. That's interesting. That's actually a shame. That means that I probably will not be able to take over Neva. Neva is an important trade center in the Novgorodian trade node. But maybe if Denmark takes over that, I might be able to take it from him when Sweden declares independence. So that's good. Hopefully. Okay, Livland is now under our control. We nearly already won the war. He basically has no troops, so if we say you come back, can we already make peace with him, or... Aggressive expansion is a big thing, but... Well, what if I just take over him completely? That is actually not that bad. I mean, the Livonian Order is going to be very mad about this, and also the Teutonic Order. But I don't really care about them. It is of course costing us a lot of administrative points to core all of these provinces. I'm not gonna do that because I think the overextension is too much. This is better. I take the northern provinces, do not get a border with Lithuania. Yes, Lithuania at the moment. Now trying to take over Reval. Still trying to get an alliance going with Poland, which they might accept after this war. They are losing a little bit. Like, they're still winning the war, but they're also losing troops while fighting it, which is good. I don't really... the Livonian forces have come back. They're now besieging their capital again. Well, let's just hope that we besiege Reval quicker than they besiege their capital. We're also losing a lot of troops from attrition. Because of mild winter and siege. Okay, there's some Livonian forces again. Lithuanian. Livonia is that. Right there. I think we might be able to siege it quicker than him. Barely. If we are lucky. Like, the siege is determined by our ability to siege from our general, right here. Then how many cannons we have? We don't have any cannons at the moment. We are not blockading the port, which is a big problem. And, of course, the fort level. He's blockading this. So he's not getting the -2 modifier. Ruler challenged. It began, as it always does, with rumors, gossip, and sneaked glances filled with contempt and malice. If this challenge to Archbishop Johann the Seventh von Ansbach goes too far. Ansbach? Really? Goes too far. That he was not elected properly to the seat of Riga, people will no longer speak, but might try to depose him. How did this happen? That is bad. We lost a little bit of devotion. The siege of Reval is over. So let's go ahead and just take this peace deal. And we could vassalize them. But for that we would need to actually fight them a little bit more. Instead, I'm going to take over their provinces. I cannot humiliate them, sadly. And we are back. Okay, so my hard drive just was full. It ran out of space. Okay, so hopefully we have enough for the end of this episode. We're gonna go for like 7 more minutes or so. Okay, so to make peace with the Livonian Order, we're gonna ask for war reparations and money, and of course these provinces. Bam. Regrettable, we have lost the humiliated rival causes belly against Livonia. We are also no longer a member of our trade league. Yes. My Archbishop, we have left the trade league led by Lübeck. As a non-leader member, we could have at most 1 province. They can manage by themselves. And I lost my casus belli against the Livonian Order. Livonian Order will cede Ursel, Reval, Lieveland, Dorft and Navra to Riga. They also give me 10% of their income and 33 ducats. Okay, first of all, let's say we don't want the forts to be going at the moment. We're going to raise our root out corruption font a little bit. And we also have to say increase autonomy in these provinces, because they are somewhat mad that we conquered them. And we're going to call them all. And with that, we are already bigger. Bigger and better. Now, the next one I want to go against is the Novgorodian bastard people. We're going to take Ingerman land. We're not going to declare war against them immediately, because I do need these cores before I take more land. Actually, I could probably just attack them immediately. But let's see if we can't manage to get an alliance with them. No, they hate me because of aggressive expansion. Understandable. Well, we're gonna wait. Let's see, how many troops does Novgorod have? Novgorod has... Novgorod. 0 troops. That's... okay, well, they literally have no one. Well, I'm gonna wait until they lose the war against Denmark and pick off their corpse. You're still winning against the Teutonic Order, somehow. How are you exactly winning against them? Oh, from battles. Even though your territory gets besieged a lot. Okay, let's actually look at achievements here. All your trade belongs to us. All your trade are belong to us. Funny. Wow, okay, that's... have at least 21 different subjects with 5 cities each, and without any subject having 50% or more liberty desire. Wow, that's not bad. That's actually really hard to do, I think. But that's not what I want. This is exactly what I want. No, that's Mare Nostrum. That's not what I want. I do not want to form the Roman Empire. Terra, Mariana. We have not changed to playing a release vessel. We need to be Riga, and we need to own all of the provinces. Okay, so we cannot change to Prussia, for example. We need to be Riga. And that is a shame, because Prussia has some really nice ideas. Would we get the Prussian ideas, to be honest? The new... oh yes, the event New Traditions and Ambitions. I could try to... I'm gonna reform to Prussia when I have gained the achievement. But right now we're just gonna wait. Actually, I think this will be it for the first episode. I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, then consider leaving a like and a comment down below. And we will see us in the next episode. Until then, take care. Bye.